Entering the arena from the blue corner, please welcome Shane Nix. Entering the arena from the red corner, please welcome Alchin. Introducing first. This bout has a weight limit of 77 kilograms. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing 77 kilograms. Holding a record of 11 fights, 8 wins and 3 losses. Representing Full Combat Centre 7 Hills, Shane Nix. Fighting out of the red corner, weighing 77 kilograms. Holding a record of 8 fights, 4 wins with 4 losses. Representing Gracie Shark, BJJ and Mangus MMA, Central Coast, Alchin.
Three fights to go, or should we say 2, and then the main event. Richie Vass is out the back warming up. This is Alchin v Shane Nix. Nix with the beautiful tag he's called knockouts. Round 1 action was set for 3 5s. Welterweight contest, and the welterweight limit in MMA is 77 kilograms as opposed to 67 in boxing.
Just to make it a little confusing.
Well, no, it's just the different sports, and that's the sort of things us boxing fans need to know.
Certainly a lot of boxing going on right now. It really is the good way to start. Just get that good feel, that good level, pop those hands out.
So Nick's with the black trunks and the beard, I believe.
Southpaw stands for Nix, and he's going for the takedown, trying a double leg, and I think he will get it.
Ricky Alchin. Just looking at Nix's record, 6 wins and 5 of them have come by way of KO, so he can stand up a little bit, Pete Graham.
Yeah, he sounds like he can bang. My type of guy. Both of them managing to keep it on their feet right now. Right up until then, he's taken it down. Good control. Both these guys looking to improve their position. And so far,
very hard when both fighters wearing the blue gloves, and we're seeing them on for the first time from back here. But I'm going to put this one with Marcelo, and he tells me that Shane Nix has got the beard and is on top, and he's a young Alchin, therefore underneath an inside guard. And that was an elbow thrown by Shane Nix, who goes by the alias Knockout.
I tell you, with the elbows though, you just got to hit someone with an elbow. You just got to nick them, pardon the pun, and they'll cut them open. If you get in the right place, that blade goes into the eye, makes it very difficult to see.
Point of the chin, top of the jaw. A nick here, a nick there. The elbow does some damage.
Yeah, the old school boxing with that little nick of the elbow after the left hook. Never seen that happen before.
No, I think a bloke called Tyson was pretty handy at it.
And you can see somebody's cut it already.
Marcelo Altieri, our Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Supremo, at ringside for Epicenter.tv. This is round 1 action, 2:30 gone in round number 1 for Boost Mobiles and Moskova Underwear. And the referee wants them on their feet.
Oh, that's because he's got
That's a good cut. This is a big cut. Now, like boxing, or rather unlike boxing, if a cut starts early in the rounds and you're set for 12, you're more often going to get that stoppage, whereas because of the blood, late in the fight, you're not so concerned. Here over 3 rounds, though, not so much, but geez, the bad cut over the right eye.
I think for now he's going to be okay. I'd reckon the referee should let that go on. If it interferes with his ability to defend himself, they'll stop it. Not unlike boxing.
Yeah, it's a bad cut. It's right on the top of the eyebrow. They got to be checking that to see if he's not going to be bleeding on his eye. Definitely he will, but as Pete said, I reckon they're still good to keep going. And you got to remember, it's 3 rounds only, but it's 3 rounds of 5 minutes. So there's a lot of action to go still.
You know, a lot of people think a cut looks dramatic and very painful, but the fact is, when they got all the adrenaline pumping around their body, a cut like that really doesn't hurt at all. You almost don't feel it.
You've got to feel for a bloke, and I take it away from MMA because we're about the fight. Whether it's kickboxing, boxing, or MMA, you feel for a bloke sometimes that cuts easy, e.g. Garth Wood sometimes. And how frustrating it can be for a long preparation to be brought undone in round number 1 via a cut.
Yeah, very frustrating for guys who cut easy.
I believe now that's going to be the target, what Rick is going to be going for.
Until he gets back to the corner, and if the trainer's got the adrenaline, the Vaseline, and the mix ready.
This is where a good corner, just like boxing, is super important. But I'd go for that eye, exactly like what's going to happen now. I think they're both a little desperate to win right here in the first round.
Now, we've got the gloves right because it's a little confusing. Alchin just threw a right hand but turned into a right elbow, and they go to the ground. And with that, Marcelo Altieri is our expert.
Yeah, and they're still on guard position and trying to go for the ground and pound. Not much action happening in any of the fights, to be honest. I haven't seen guys trying to do much from the bottom, just trying to escape and defend themselves.
Sorry to cut you there. Plenty of ground and pound, and he looks to be dominating now. Young Alchin out of the blue corner. We believe that this is Shane Nix underneath from our position as they roll towards the FBT Pro padding, and now up against the Boost Mobile padding inside the cage. That would almost have to be, looking at the time.
That was a nice reversal. I don't know what's happening with the time here, but these guys have got to work hard within this first round. I think this ground and pound is a good. He's still defending himself though. He's good to go.
Big punches, big right hands, and he tries to keep the guard up. He tries to fend it off. That looked like an elbow coming from the left arm of, I believe, Shane Nix. Here still in round number 1 after the cut was checked by the doctor. He's bleeding heavy, but at the moment it's Shane Nix on top with some ground and pound, and Ricky Alchin's in trouble, and the referee has seen enough.
That's enough. He's done a good job. I know he's upset. He feels like he could have get going. That was good. Really happy with that. I like it when guys finish like that. They see a finish and push hard for it.
Now I'm going to pass the buck and hope I got it right. You'll find this man's name is Shane Nix, and I'm going to pass it to Marcelo Altieri, who told me so. Sorry about that, mate. It's called passing the buck.
I really liked the fight, and I believe it was a bit early stoppage, but he did great after getting cut and bringing back, not stopping 2 hits and getting the decision. Great fight.
I beg to differ. When these guys are just starting out, sometimes a little bit of an early stop is not a bad thing. For real pros all the way down the end, let it go a bit more.
Well, we've got him coming out of the red corner, but we've got the fighter right on this occasion, so we're not in the hands of the fight promoter. We are at the back of the auditorium here at Sharky's World of Entertainment, but Shane Nix gets the nod, and we'll try and get a time for you. PWP4 from Sharky's World of Entertainment, and with thanks to some of our great sponsors, including Moskova Underwear, the people at All Phones, Vestal FBT Pro, Double Dragon MMA, Rhino Mouthguards, Cornerman.com.au, the people that bring you PWP4 from a packed house here in the Shire at Sharky's World of Entertainment.
And what value for money it is. This is top fights. Every single one of them has been good, interesting. I'm having an awesome time. The place is full, good atmosphere. It really is a good night and great matchups. I think it's just going to get better from here on out.
Absolutely. On debut, it is epicenter.tv. And you know what? We'll have a hiccup or two. It's live television, and sometimes we might get the corners wrong. But we'll just keep going, keep punching. And we know the fight fans around the world will be enjoying the action, because this is real fights.